What I've been doing with my shit week is watching Real Housewives of New Jersey. And Chelsea, this show hasn't been this good in years. This season is top tier.
Donnie.
And if you don't agree with me, Nor from the Reality Is podcast does. So that's all I need. I only need one other person that agrees with me.
So I would like my silence to be noted. I will talk about many things on this podcast: religion, politics, talking shit about my own family. I don't touch Real Housewives of New Jersey. I don't watch it because I came into the game late. I looked around, I saw the fandom, and I said, doot, 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 let me Homer Simpson back into a bush. You know what my trauma would be, and my trauma candy salad? It would be reading the comment section on any Real Housewives of New Jersey post.
The comments are a garage fire. That is the truth. But the show itself, I don't know if the women knew it was going to be the series finale or if editing made it that way or what. But there were throwbacks to fights from season 3. We had montages of dead parents that we haven't seen in years. We had people saying about other cast members, like, I know tonight's the last night I'm ever going to see this bitch, so I'm going to tell her whatever I want. But it felt very much like a series finale. And Andy has then gone on to say that there will not be the show in the iteration we know, and they are gonna recast it from the ground up. So I don't know if they knew that ahead of time or what, but it felt epic.
Really?
Yeah, it was so good. I watched it 3 times.
Who are your favorites on the cast? Or like, who do you enjoy watching? Who had a good season of this season for you?
Okay, so I am going to firstly say, when it comes to Melissa and Teresa, I am not supportive of either one.
Okay.
I think they are both wrong. I think if I was friends with one, I would have nothing but bad things to say about the other one. Like, if I was Melissa's friend, I would say, Teresa's a dumpster, get rid of her. If I was Teresa's friend, I would say, Melissa's a fucking weirdo, get rid of her. So I do think both of those women are right for hating the other one.
Was it you or was it Taria who said that Melissa looks like Barb the Builder from Real Housewives of New York City?
It was me. Taria got mad at that because she thinks Melissa's hot.
I think Melissa's hot, but I think she needs to push pause on her recurring payments at whatever med spa she's going to, because we're teetering.
Barb the Builder, she does look like her. I'm right. So, with all of that said, the people I enjoy watching are Teresa, Jen Aiden, Marge, and Danielle Cabrera, or whatever her last name is. Cabrera, I don't know. And then with that said, if we were not going to recast the whole show and just recast, like, built around 3 or 4, I would keep Jen Aiden, Marge, and Danielle.
So you would keep Marge, because I, again, have not been watching, but I've seen a lot of people be like, Marge is trying to do too much, and, like, it flopped.
I don't think it flopped. I think this episode was epic. I do think that, like, there are people that push back against the keep Marge boat because she is one that will throw stuff out and then not really do anything else. In the second to last episode of the season, Teresa called her lawyer and met with all the girls except for Margaret and Melissa. There is a restraining order between Louis and his ex-wife, and they're not allowed to talk at all. But then somehow all these stories, like Louis said this about the wife or the wife said this about Louis, they were all getting to the press. And they were like, how? These two can't even talk to each other. How is the other one leaking it? Then, in the second to last episode, Teresa's lawyer said to the group of girls, it's been Margaret. Margaret's been talking to this woman for 3 years. So then we got all these flashbacks of things Margaret said at dinners and stuff that made it look like, yes, she was talking to these women. So then in the finale, Dolores said, we're going to have a dinner. We're going to squash it. Everyone, whoever you're fighting with most, you're going to sit across from and you'll explain your piece. At that dinner then, that thing came up about the lawyer and all this stuff. And Margaret said, well, it's funny you're blaming me for all of this. How would you feel if you knew it was Jackie that did it? So then everyone was like, what? And then Jackie was like, I did meet with Louis' ex-wife. So it came out. And then this is where Teresa loses me. Like, if you hate this bitch for doing this, then you hate anybody for doing this.
Right.
But when she found out it was Jackie, she was like, that's okay.
See, I kind of like that about Teresa, that she is like, oh, well, that's my friend, so that's fine. Meanwhile, we know, you and I personally know, all of the women on this cast are talking to various blogs and people, and like nobody has their hands clean. So this idea from like casual watchers that like it's so abhorrent that like Monica from Salt Lake City had a meme account, or Marge and also maybe Jackie are talking to people on the side. It's like, if you are a current Bravo celebrity, you are so messy off screen because you want things to leak and get out. So then you keep your hands clean, but it becomes a talking point on the show.
I might go watch it again when we're done recording this. And I just would like to thank our official sponsor this week, Canada Dry, who has got me through the past 48 hours.